the National Football League is on the air. But tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Arizona Cardinals. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short pickup to about the 25. Look at this Cowboy defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Messina. And that'll be incomplete.
I will see Northern trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Operating from the gun, Messina. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The Cardinals had 1-11 now on the year, and they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now, losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea? That's really true right here. They're searching for any idea, anything that can galvanize this team and find a victory and get them out of this losing spin.
2nd and 9 now. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Bravo 80.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Thomas the intended target. 3rd down here. You look at this Cowboy defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
From the gun on third down, Messina. And he will go down, a Cowboy sack. And look at this, they're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon. And when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there. But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Messina. And will be intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
He'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Come on.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Here we go. 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 70 Timberwolves. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Milton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Milton. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Back at the 29-yard line.
And now they'll audible to something else. 2nd and long. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Ready? Cougar 19, Jack Panthers. Take over.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Hey, let's go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Messina firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Saturday Lions.
operating from the gun. Messina. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And he'll just get rid of it.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19, 7 Pirates, 70 Timberwolves.
Here's Milton now to throw. A throw left side, hauled in by Lane. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go with Blue between the tackles. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First down, and they go right back to Blue. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 69 Buffalo 18. Let's go.
Now Milton. Now he's going to step up and run. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Brian Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Ooh, the juke. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver And it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Pioneer.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back. Around and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them, and they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking and picked up a touchdown.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Messina. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Messina. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Number 21. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw, it's Milton. Gets it underneath to Blue. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now 2nd and 3.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To throw is Milton. Completes this one to Meredith. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Throwing is Milton. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 60, trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw again. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brian Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead.
very good with a PAT.
And it's now 21-0.
21. Cardinals, nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
And they're on the 21-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Messina. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Results in a 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1. Just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well and you kind of relax a little bit.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 61 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone, but today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it is 28-0.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Messina. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Messina. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Back to throw. Messina. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Come on, come on.
He's got room past the 30. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 76 yards. And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday night prime time. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 6.
Operating from the gun, Messina. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd.
That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he's brought down. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Looking to throw. Messina. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Ready up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Set. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Now a give right side. Meredith. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's caught downfield. It's Lane. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Lane, 36 yards. And the Cowboys extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Aubrey now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun, Messina. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hurt. Cowboy 80. 19 tight.
back to throw. Messina. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3. At the
Second down and 3.
line.
Looking to throw. Messina. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Throw complete to the tight end, Morgan. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go. Go.
Operating from the gun, Messina. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Joey Sly on for the extra point.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
49. Cardinals 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one is going pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's run down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a